question and then go in detail. First question, what is a quality management system, that is QMS? A QMS is a set of policies, processes and procedures required for planning and execution of various processes or activities in the pharmaceutical industry. What are the key elements of a QMS in the pharmaceutical sector? Documentation control, change control, deviation management, CAPA, that is corrective and preventive actions, and training are the key elements of a QMS. Below is the list of 10 key elements of a QMS in pharma industry. How does a pharmaceutical QMS ensure compliance with regulatory requirements? Compliance with regulatory requirements is ensured through thorough documentation, regular audits, and adherence to good manufacturing practices, that is GMP. Explain the concept of risk management in QMS. Risk management in QMS is nothing but identifying, assessing, and controlling risk to the product quality through systematic processes and documentation. What role does validation play in pharmaceutical QMS? Validation ensures that processes, systems, and methods are consistently producing results meeting predetermined acceptance criteria. How is change control implemented in pharmaceutical QMS? Change control is implemented through a systematic process that evaluates and manages proposed changes to prevent negative impacts on product quality. What is the purpose of a master validation plan, that is MVP, in QMS? MVP outlines the overall strategy for the validation of processes, systems, and equipments within the pharmaceutical manufacturing environment. Explain the significance of good documentation practices, that is GDP, in QMS. GDP ensures that documentation is clear, accurate, and traceable, supporting data integrity and compliance. Which are the advanced investigation tools commonly used in pharmaceutical industry? Following are the 4 advanced investigation tools that are commonly used in pharma industry. First, 5M or 6M tool for investigation. Second, fishbone tool for investigation, which is also known by the title as cause and effect diagram or Ishikawa diagram. Third, failure mode effect analysis. And fourth, Pareto charts and scatter diagrams. Explain the purpose of a quality risk management, that is QRM, process in a pharmaceutical QMS. QRM identifies, assesses, and controls risk to product quality, patient safety, and data integrity throughout the product life cycle. What is the difference between corrective action and preventive action in QMS? Corrective action addresses existing issues, while preventive action aims to eliminate potential issues before they occur. What are the 4 major types of validation? 4 major types of validation are: first, process validation; second, cleaning validation; third, equipment validation; and fourth, validation of analytical procedures or methods. How does a pharmaceutical QMS address deviations from standard operating procedures or SOPs? Pharmaceutical QMS address deviations from SOPs by initiating a deviation report, investigating the root cause, implementing corrective actions, and documenting the entire process. Explain the concept of critical quality attributes, that is CQAs, in the context of pharmaceutical QMS. CQAs are the key characteristics of a product that must be controlled to ensure the desired quality, efficacy, and safety. Examples of CQAs are as below: potency, stability, uniformity, purity, sterility, and dissolution. How does a pharmaceutical QMS handle the qualification of equipment and utilities? Qualification of equipment and utilities is done through a validation process that includes installation qualification, operational qualification, and performance qualification. Explain the concept of CAPA effectiveness check in QMS. CAPA effectiveness checks verifies that implemented corrective and preventive actions have successfully addressed the identified issues. What is the role of a document control system in a pharmaceutical QMS? Document control system ensures the creation, approval, distribution and maintenance of controlled documents, preventing the use of outdated and unauthorized documents. How does a pharmaceutical QMS address complaints and recalls? Complaints and recalls are addressed by implementing a systematic process to receive, investigate, and respond to product complaints as well as initiating recalls when necessary. Explain the concept of change management in QMS. Change management ensures that the changes to processes, systems, or documents are controlled, documented, and assessed for their impact on product quality. What is the role of a quality risk management plan in pharmaceutical QMS? Quality risk management plan outlines the systematic approach to managing risk throughout the product life cycle, including risk assessment, mitigation, and communication. How does a pharmaceutical QMS ensures data integrity in electronic systems? Data integrity in electronic systems is ensured through the implementation of controls such as user access restrictions, audit trails, and data encryption to prevent unauthorized access or tampering. Explain the concept of continuous process verification, that is CPV, in a pharmaceutical QMS. CPV involves the ongoing monitoring and verification of critical process parameters to ensure consistent product quality. What is the purpose of a stability program in the QMS of a pharmaceutical company? The stability program evaluates how the quality of a pharmaceutical product varies over time under the influence of various environmental factors like temperature, humidity, etc. What is the role of key performance indicators, that is KPIs, in monitoring the effectiveness of a pharmaceutical QMS? KPIs provide measurable indicators of the performance and effectiveness of the QMS, helping to identify areas for improvement and compliance issues. Few important KPIs are batch failure rate, deviation and CAPA closure time, customer complaint rate, change control cycle time, and audit findings closure time. What is the role of standard operating procedures, that is SOPs, in pharmaceutical quality system? SOPs provide step-by-step instructions for performing tasks, ensuring consistency and compliance with quality standards. What is the role of training in maintaining quality system? Training ensures that all employees are knowledgeable about GMP, SOPs, and quality-related procedures, reducing the risk of errors and non-compliance. What does ALCOA Plus stands for in data integrity? ALCOA stands for attributable, legible, contemporaneous, original, and accurate, representing the core principles that guide the maintenance of data integrity, emphasizing or focusing on the importance of data traceability, accuracy, and reliability. Plus stands for complete, consistent, uniform, and secure data. What is deviation? In simple words, departure from established procedure is called deviation. Established procedures are referred to SOPs, STPs, BMRs or BPRs, approved protocols like qualification protocol, validation protocol, or any other approved documents. Failure to follow instructions given in these established documents leads to deviation. Which are the simple investigation tools that are commonly used in pharmaceutical industry? Simple investigation tools includes brainstorming or group discussions, report from SME, YY analysis or 5Y analysis, personal interrogation, review of previous history of non-conformances, and process mapping tool for investigation. How do you classify deviations? There should be rationalized approach for deviation classification. When deviation does not affect any quality attribute or critical process parameters, it would be categorized as minor deviation. When deviation is causing probable impact on product parameters, that will impact on patient health shall be classified as major deviations. And in case of critical deviations, deviations having highly probable impact on patient health and cause danger to patient's life shall be categorized as critical deviations.